The perception process has three different stages. The first one is the stage, which is when we choose information to focus our attention on. The second stage is the organization stage, which is when we take the information we just selected and we try to formulate it into like a pattern. So if it's yeah. And then the third stage is the interpretation stage, which is that's just when we take the information, look at the pattern recognition to see what was the person talking about, or what was the person doing, or what noted, why did we note our attention to them, and then we start putting the pieces together, and that's finally when we the interpretation stage is when we finally understand what the person was talking about. In the video, look up uh, by Gary Turk. Sorry, I had to look up the name of the videos. But in the video by Gary Turk, he goes over how technology is right now preventing us from uh, performing in that first stage of the perception process, which is the selection, because we're inundated with so much information and so many apps and so many opportunities to be entertained by anything that we can't ever focus our attention onto one thing, which makes it harder to have peer-to-peer conversation. Um, does this type of situation impact my life? I don't think so. I think I'm social enough to where, like, I mean, I won't lie and pretend like I don't go on my phone, but I think I manage my time on my phone enough to where I don't need like the constant dopamine hits from YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff. Uh, but that's mainly just because I can't figure out how it works. How are your social roles impacted by perceptual accuracy? Um, I think a lot of times it's our that recognition of the pattern is more so because our social interactions are based off of our perceptions of people, right? Like what we perceive to be in the situation. And if we start going to situations where because of technology we're not recognizing the proper social cues or being able to focus specifically on one person talking, that might result in negative effects on your ability to communicate with people. Um, do I see this having an impact on current and future interpersonal communication in society? I think right now we already can see it. I mean, if you just talk to any nephew, you just give them a phone with Coco Melon and they can enjoy themselves for the rest of their days, right? But they don't want to have a conversation with you. So I think we're already starting to see it. So I do think it will affect us. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week.